Welcome back to another update of Skyrim. Sneakers has actually gone back into these dwarven ruins of Blackreach because he was simply so utterly fascinated with this completely alien surroundings, this strange feeling of being almost underwater with all the lights here, even though he is not underwater, he is underground. And all these ancient machines, which Sneakers, well, he has no idea what purpose they once served, and probably no one else in his time has. And of course, as the curious guy is, he couldn't help himself from activating this lever right here, and it activated this thing. Some sort of propeller going round and round. Sneakers has no idea whatsoever what kind of purpose this thing ever served, going back and forth and swinging around. Probably part of some machinery that does not, well, the rest of the machinery does not work anymore. But it certainly has become a rather deadly trap. Because if Sneakers were to go too close, ow, ow, ow. Right? So, Sneakers think this thing cannot have been intended originally as a trap. I mean, who would intentionally walk into a swirling propeller like this? It must be part of some kind of ancient machine for something, but Sneakers has no idea what. And he's very fascinated by all this, and he cannot resist the temptation of, well, exploring more, quite simply. In these, I mean, just the atmosphere in this place, it is really quite extraordinary. It is really something strange that the Dwemer achieved here, and no one really knows what anything is for anymore. Here is a door, apparently. War quarters. Ooh, that doesn't sound entirely good. Derelict pump house. Sneakers did want to investigate some of these other lifts and other gateways and things. But war quarters sounds a little too ominous, yes? Then again, Sneakers is curious, and it is, perhaps will be able to sneak past the Guardians again, if any Guardians there be. Ah, this looks more like a well, this is not as vast and as open as Blackreach itself. This is more of a, house of dungeon or something. What is up there? Is it possible to? Probably is not possible to get up there. Unless. Like that, with a whirlwind sprint. Sneakers could get up, yes. So, and a chest full of lockpicks, that's good. A bit of healing and magic potions, that's also good. Oh, Skull of Mayhem. An elven helm of imminent illusion. Is that something, though? And this Dwemer lever is not something for Sneakers. Sneakers doesn't have a lot of use for his leather helmet of illusion anymore, because this helmet weighs less, is more effective for illusion spell, and has a slightly better armor, so you can buy a leather helmet. Well, Sneakers will sell it at some point. this must be some sort of ancient barracks. With lots of beds. And this would perhaps be the beds of the ordinary soldiers, and then perhaps the officers, or the officer of the unit or something would have his bed in the area over here. Although there's space for 2 people here, so perhaps the commander and his, well, lover or wife or something. But nothing dangerous seems to be up on this ledge, so Sneakers will get some rest and feel rested, basically. And it looks like this was all there was to see up here, right? Unless this is some sort of... no. Nothing that Sneakers can figure out, at least. Of course, there may be much more dangerous things around. And Sneakers has no quest here or anything. He's doing this purely out of fascination with these ancient women. All of these halls, for all their beautiful carvings, are not quite as astonishing as Black Reach itself. Snickers is a little intimidated by the lighting effects. They look like they could do this strange eerie green fire. Might be dangerous, Snickers thinks. Another barrack-like place with beds, probably for soldiers or something, since this is the war quarters. Yes. Oh, he just went around on his back. Yes, of course it's... he simply went in circles. Silly Sneakers. Silly Sneakers. Room here, then just long since caved in. And there's no way to dig through it either. Sneakers will get back outside to Black Reach, which was kind of more interesting anyway. But with one very nice enchanted helmet that he did not have on his way in. But compare the somewhat dull, metally